first thing you're going to want to use on the AC-42 is the Fusion Hollow sight. I don't have to tell you guys why you should use this sight. It's probably the best sight in the game by default, or at least for 1.25 zoom. And then for the second slot, I decided to have the thermal 2.5x scope to help me with medium range gunfights. And I don't run a higher zoom scope than this because, well, I just don't really see a point, because by the time that you go past like 2.5x, you tend to have quite a bit more recoil on most weapons, unless you're, tap firing or using semi-auto. And then for the third slot, I have the 1.25x thermal sight, but yeah, I don't really recommend using this sight unless you have to. The only reason I have it is to help me with seeing people sometimes, because on some of these maps, its visibility can be kind of hard to see, especially if their health bar is not showing up for whatever reason. And I know for some maps that the other thermal sight doesn't work, because like everything else will be white, I guess. And then same thing with the 1.25x. Some maps you won't be able to see any players, but yeah, like I said, I don't really run this unless I really need to see people, because for whatever reason, I don't know what it was, but ever since the last update, every time I try to shoot with this sight on any of my weapons, there tends to be a lot of bullet spread or something. I don't know. All I know is that my bullets are missing a lot whenever I use this sight. So yeah, like I said, just use it if you are having a hard time seeing people on some of these maps. If but if not, then yeah, like I said, I would just stick with the Fusion Harlow and then the Thermal 2.5x. Okay, and then for the first barrel attachment, I decided to run the tactical compensator to help me with boosting my accuracy. The only reason I run the tactical compensator is because I don't have a accuracy increasing underbarrel attachment for this, and not to mention it's kind of pointless because it's like I said, it's you either shoot with semi-auto or burst fire, meaning that you really don't have to worry about bullet spread very often. But yeah, I don't, like I said, as long as you're not using that one thermal sight, your bullet should hit it, but who knows, hit detection can be kind of wonky in this game sometimes. And then for the second slot, I have the regular long barrel attachment. I usually put this on if I need to shoot people at longer ranges. It helps a lot with like trying to snipe people and treating this assault rifle much more like a DMR, if you know what I mean. But normally, like, I don't normally have to use the long barrel unless, like I said, I'm trying to shoot someone very far away. And then in any case, long barrel is good to run with the thermal 2.5x sights. And then for the underbarrel attachment, I decided to run the STNR laser sight because you don't really need, you don't really need any of these sights. And even if you guys don't like using the STNR laser sight, I did run the LWG grip and the BCG light grip earlier. I didn't really notice any significant changes to the gun's performance, so that's why I run the STNR laser sight. And not to mention, I like having the extra advantage of being able to shoot people in close range gunfights, especially if they surprise me sometimes. But for the most part, I definitely would rather keep a dig or a sidearm for close range gunfights. But like I said, if they surprise you, at least you have the STNR laser sight, and not to mention this sight also. I don't know why they call it a sight, but yeah, this laser helps with controlling the recoil on the gun too, which I know for a lot of you console players that play on lower FOV, this could be great to help to y'all. And then for the second, the second underbarrel, I decided to run the incendiary grenade launcher. I really do think that this gun attachment is very underrated. It helps with like killing campers, especially if you can't necessarily get to them without them killing you first. And it also helps with like keeping enemies from like swarming you sometimes, especially in close quarter maps. And then for the second slot, I decided to have a smoke grenade launcher in case I need to push up and I don't have any smoke grenades left, or if I want to revive teammates. It's just, it's just a nice handy attachment to have on this gun for whenever I need it. And then for the first magazine, I decided to run 7 issue extended. Don't really have to tell you guys why I do. It's just, it's obviously you want to use this mag for the first slot. And then I'd have the standard issue in the second slot in case I run out of ammo, and then I keep high power on the very end to help with, like I said, I would tend to use this, I tend to use the high power rounds for whenever I'm using the long barrel and the thermo 2.5x at the same time to help with killing people at longer ranges. Otherwise, yeah, basically I just have the high power in case I run out of ammo with the other two magazine types. And not to mention subsonic rounds is kind of pointless, especially on burst fire weapons. I wouldn't recommend subsonic on a burst fire or semi-auto weapon like this, but yeah, that's why I have the high power rounds. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys do not mind, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content from me. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you guys would like to stick around, I have a gameplay with this weapon coming up. Dude!